Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Okay, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Half jumbo.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go, hey.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 10 yards out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Stroud to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Left side caught by Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Stroud looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
Giants 21, Texans 7.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
11. Okay. Hey, uno more.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He gets this one to Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Half 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw again.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stroud. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man
And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
South salad. South shift.
At the 34-yard line.
Up we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, 34 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Giants come in looking for an 11th win on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cockroach. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Waddle now to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Half jumbo, half.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
11. Hey, uno more. Hey, south.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Why, Tony? Hey.
Back to throw. Stroud.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Now he steps away. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Yeah, the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10.
Half 18.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
Adriana Lima. Hey, alert.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Stroud to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go, let's go.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Just keeping the play alive. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 59, Giants 49.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud, he sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go, hey.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Down the left sideline.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Stroud. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stroud.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Isaiah Simmons
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
11.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Cadence, lock in the cadence.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 66 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On the 2, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud back to throw.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see them.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great. Okay, here we go.
Now Jones.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here we go, hey. Rita. Up we go.
Jones.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 1st down.
Half 18.
Here's Jones.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Half jumbo. Bama. Up we go.
Jones. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Up we go.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD,